The kisses of the sun were sweet, I didn't blink.
What up, dogs? Tabe here. To the face, to the face. Just kidding. I wish I was Tabe, but I am not. Let me just preface this video by saying I'm just mostly doing this for fun, and most of these are my opinions, and I am here to represent the majority of the opinions on Xbox Live and PS3 online, so hope it helps, hope you enjoy it, and be nice.
Candy man, coming from Bounty Land. I am the Candy man, coming from Bounty Land.
Alright, we are going to start with the assault rifles, which are definitely the most used weapons in the game, with good reason. So let's go ahead and start with the M4A1. And this gun is fully automatic. It's very accurate, almost no recoil. With the stopping power perk, the low damage is negligible, so there's really, no downside to the gun. It's great for cross maps, and you can use it in burst fire. You can easily use it like a FAMAS, and it'll just do the same thing. Also good mobility. Alright, the FAMAS, it has a 3-round burst, and it's really easy to use. I mean, you unlock it really early on, and it's a great gun, perfect accuracy, so definitely recommended. The SCAR is also a very, very popular gun, especially amongst experienced players. It has high damage, high accuracy, and it's fully automatic. It's not a burst like the FAMAS, but it is definitely recommended. It's a great gun. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, really. Definitely recommended. The TAR is also very popular, almost as popular as the SCAR, but it has a lot less accuracy, and the rate of fire is a little different, so it just feels different overall, but it's still a great gun. Yeah, it's also fully automatic, so definitely recommend that as well. The previous four are probably some of the most popular guns in the game. Now the FAL, everyone really underestimates this gun. No one really likes it, but it has its purposes, and it can be a good gun, especially if you use thermal or something. If you're a passive player, it is a single shot. The M16, most of you know probably from the previous Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Great gun, feels just like the FAMAS, except it feels a little bit more powerful. Also has burst shot. Definitely highly recommended. You won't get it to level 40, so until then, use the FAMAS. ACR is a great weapon for almost anyone in the game. Anyone can use it. It's not hard to use. It's got basically perfect accuracy. Almost no recoil whatsoever, and damage with stopping power definitely is sufficient to kill anyone relatively quickly. So feels just like a more accurate version of the M4, really. The F2000, a lot of people don't like it, kind of like the FAL. It's underestimated, and I guess it kind of makes sense. You unlock it at level 60, and that's pretty late in the game for a weapon with a lot of recoil, not too much accuracy, and not too much damage, so, take that with a grain of salt, but, I'd use it to try it out for sure, but not as your primary. AK-47 is the last gun you will unlock in the game, level 70, the highest level. It's definitely a good gun, but, also nothing amazingly special, not as accurate as the others. Submachine guns! Woo! Submachine guns! Alright, we got the MP5K. It's really similar to the MP5 in the first Call of Duty, so I don't have too much to say about that. It's a good gun. It's one of the more popular SMGs. So the UMP45 is probably the most popular SMG. The MP5 and the UMP45 are basically the only ones people use. And the UMP has great iron sights. You don't really need red dot sight, which makes it work really nicely with a silencer. The Vector, not a lot of people use it. It's a pretty good gun. I wouldn't necessarily use it as your go-to gun, but it's definitely a solid gun. The P90, obviously similar, almost, well actually it is the same as in the first Modern Warfare if you played that. It's fully automatic. It's less popular now than it used to be, but you know, it's really good. One thing though, if you use this akimbo, don't. I see a lot of people doing that. There's no point in it. It's got a big clip, and you don't need akimbo with it. Aim down your sights. The mini Uzi, this is really good for close range combat. Obviously, it's, you know, SMG with a fairly small clip, really high mobility, so it gets you right in the action. It's a good SMG overall. Boo, light machine guns, boo. Alright, the first light machine gun. I'm not all that partial to light machine guns in general, so this part will probably go a little quicker. But not a lot of people use the first LMG for good reason. The RPD is the same as in the first Modern Warfare, if you played that. Obviously, I mean, it's got a pretty good damage and a lot of recoil, though. I mean, overall, it's LMGs in general are just kind of spray and pray guns. If that's the kind of person you are, go for it. Alright, the MG4. Not a lot of people use. The AUG is, however, a pretty dang popular LMG because it feels like an assault rifle, and that's the main thing to it. So that's why people like it. If you do use the AUG, it's not as much recoil, a little more mobility. It feels better than the other LMGs, and it's less spray and pray. The M240 is kind of an anticlimactic last unlock. It's not any better than the other ones, not impressive, a little bit pointless. Yeah, finally on to the snipers. Alright, the intervention is the first sniper rifle. You get it by default. It's a bolt action rifle, so you know, kind of like that. It's really popular. Probably the most popular sniper rifle, especially amongst experienced players. I definitely recommend it. If you're newer, you might want to use the rifles that isn't bolt action, however, because it's a little bit harder to use. The Barrett is the first sniper rifle you get that is not bolt action. You get it right off the start, and I also highly recommend it. It's really good. A lot of people use it. The only thing is when you shoot it, you know, your sights will shoot way up, so it's easy to get disoriented. The WA-2000, not a lot of people use, only because it's basically the Barrett, only worse. Not a lot to say about that. Use the Barrett. Change. Alright, the M21 EBR is basically an M21, the same one from Modern Warfare 1, but with steroids. And it's very good, it's not bad, not a lot of experienced players use it because there's no need, however. So I hope this helped in any way. Good luck, guys.